Hey you guys, Sherman614 here. You're probably wondering what I'm doing in front of my sink. Well, I'm not doing a hand washing review or a review of the sink. What I am doing is a review of this Rite in the Rain all-weather notebook that I recently purchased at a local Army Navy store. And it's pretty much like it says. This is waterproof paper. Now there are a ton of videos on YouTube of this paper. I got this idea from Cutlery Lover. He did a review, I don't think he did a review of this, but he did a test video of him actually writing a note in the rain with it. So check that video out. I'll put a link to the test that he did down in the description box because they're really cool if for some ungodly reason you have not seen it already. So anyway, it's just made by Rite in the Rain, or it's called Rite in the Rain, all-weather notebook. They make a few different there are a few different companies out there that make waterproof paper that look exactly like this. There's one that's called like Storm Rite or something like that. But this coyote brown cover. They also make it in an olive drab and a black, I believe. So just spiral bound. On the back you have a centimeters and an inches ruler. Goes all the way up to 4 inches, or actually like 4.5, and then it goes up to 11 centimeters. So that's pretty cool. There's the website, Rite in the Rain, and that is R-I-T-E in the rain. So there's that, if you want to look it up on the website. And on the inside, you have different conversion charts: English system, linear measure, metric to English conversions, map scales to English metric. So that's really cool. And it also has some measurements here. So that's really cool. It's got like, you know, it's kind of like a reference guide. On the inside is just regular legal paper that is unbleached. And the paper, the way it feels, it almost feels like it has a waxy kind of coating to it. It's not like plasticky, it's waxy. And like Cutlery Lover showed in his video, it does rip. It's not, you know, unrippable. It is pretty thick though. Okay, so let me just rip a piece off there. By the way, I got this to put in my bailout bag when I get it, so I'm not going to really be using it all the time. So it's not something that, you know, not something you would go use all the time. Perfect for camping. If you're making a bailout bag, I think you need one of these. This was, I paid $6 something for it. It was almost $7. Now that's for this size notebook. You know, some people are going to say it's ridiculous. Well, it is if you're going to be using it all the time. I'm not going to be using this all the time. You're going to be using this basically as a last ditch. Hey, it's raining, but I need to write a note, or I need to write something important down, but I don't want to have to worry about me dropping the piece of paper and getting it wet, or the message coming off or getting ruined. So put important information on this, you know, whatnot. So I didn't shop around. I didn't look like price around, so I don't know if that's a good price, but I think so for something I'm just going to use for, you know, an emergency. Okay, let me write a quick note on here. Now, this does not work with most ballpoint pens. Most of the ink on a ballpoint pen runs right off, I've found. Fisher Space Pens have the waterproof ink, and they will write on this underwater and while it's wet, but standard ballpoint pens and gel ink pens will not work. So keep that in mind. I use a pencil. So, whoop. I'm gonna write a little note on here to start, and then I'll show you that show you how this works out. Now you can see my atrocious handwriting, but I'm not going for the gold here. I'm just doing what works. Fill up the sink. Like I said, Cutlery Lover did this exact same test in his sink, so check that out if for some reason you haven't already seen it. So, I'm going to fill it up all the way, just what's necessary. Alright, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what I've got going on here. Okay, here's a piece of paper going under. It's completely submerged, as you see. Now, if you use the Fisher Space Pens, the ink does not run off no matter what you do. You can sit there and rub it. Like I said, I used a pencil, obviously. Does not rub off. I have not tried this with crayon or marker. I should have got that while I was at it, but I'll post a separate video. This is just, I'm just showing you that it really does work, and it is waterproof. You pull it out, and as you see, the water just kind of lays on top. It doesn't actually soak in. Now, I had some pieces laying on here off the side of the sink that were a day old. They had already dried, and they were indeed reusable. They were bone dry and still crisp. Let me crumple this up. So you're walking along, oh, I dropped my piece of paper. It had my home address on it, and I need it to get back home, because I don't remember where I live for some reason. So then you have this. Like I said, leave it out to dry, and it will be fine again the next day. And let me just show you that you can write underwater. See? You can also do that with the Fisher Space Pens. So, kicking the camera. See it there floating. So anyway, just wanted to show you guys that the Rite in the Rain waterproof paper really works, and it is an essential. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Sherman614, peace.